Welcome back to the show where all the people are playing all the games together. It's
Chris's Pals Likey Movie Trivia.
incredible round one. Lots of fun, serious gameplay, merriment, and silliness. You love to see it. I'd like to throw over to our scorekeeper, Chris, to hear where the teams are standing now.
Okay, so here's what we got. I've got a tie in first place between two teams, and those teams are the Jitterbugs, which are Mags Mataz and Katie, and the Potato Bombs, or Team Fedora, whichever you want to call them, Johnny Potatoes and the Abominable Dr. Bomb. They both have 35 points. And we're going to call them Movie Mustache. That is the team of Bryce and Maxton. They have 15 points. It is still anybody's game. We've got 4 more rounds to go.
That's right. And we got a new one for you today. If you're a returning viewer, you've never seen this one before, so we'll explain as we go. But welcome to the Likey Movie versus newest game,
Return of the Killer Tomatoes.
Yeah,
that's a lovely graphic. I love it.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you. This is a Rotten Tomatoes based game. The way that it will work is that each team will collectively, each member will name a movie to try and make the Rotten Tomato scores, the critic scores of those movies, add up to a goal number. So it's not going to be Price is Right rules. It's not like closest without going over. It's just closest to the number. So we're going to begin with. Do I need to explain anything else? Does that make sense, Chris? Or
should maybe clarify that they're going for the critic score, not the audience score.
Critic score, not audience score. That's right. We're not looking for some anti-woke trolling. That's not what we're trying to.
Yeah, so maybe stay away from like Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Right, exactly. I guess we should begin in. Let's go in reverse order than how we did last time, huh? There is one extra rule I should mention. Once a movie has been named across this whole game, it cannot be used again in another round or in the same round. That movie is now crossed off the list. I do think that the first team has a bit of an advantage, and since one of our teams is trailing a little bit, we'll start with them. For the first round, boys, you are going to be, and so all of you are going to be trying to get 2 Rotten Tomato critic scores to add up to the highest possible number. Now, confer among yourselves, gentlemen, about who you would like to go first.
You want to go first, Mac, then?
I kind of have one locked and loaded that I think is either 99 or 100.
I got one, too. You go first.
Okay. I wonder if it's the same one. Do I have to write it down or do I have to say it?
You just say it out loud when you got it.
The Shining?
The Shining.
If only this were Letterboxd user scores, right, Max? I'm sure you have every Letterboxd score for every movie like memorized.
Yeah, a little bit.
The Shining. I'm writing down the score right now. I will lift it up shortly, and Trevor will reveal.
Oh,
The Shining has a Rotten Tomatoes score of 93%.
Not bad. You're on the board. 93.
What's going on?
93 is good. I mean, you're in the top 10%.
Critics do complain about that Jack Nicholson performance as being too campy. Times. I personally think
they don't get the Kubrick face, man.
Bryce, was that yours? I'm sure.
Okay, Bryce, this is your follow-up.
Okay, Only Angels Have Wings.
Only
angels have wings.
Have wings.
I'm thinking that's 100.
All right, I'm clicking it now.
Isn't that the movie Macaulay Culkin was watching in Home Alone?
I don't know what this
movie. That's Angels with Dirty Faces.
I've never know what this movie is.
If you would read the Only Angels Rotten Tomato score and the total score, Trevor.
82.
82%, bringing it to a total of 175%.
Gentlemen, you're on the board.
Bryce, that's not bad. That's not too bad.
I should have just said Citizen Kane.
Bryce, what is that movie?
That Howard Hawks movie. They fly in airplanes.
We'll go Jitterbugs next to mix things up a little bit. Who would like to name the first movie?
I will.
All right, Mags Mataz, when you're ready.
Okay, I'm going to say Schindler's List.
Oh,
Schindler's List.
Classic.
Oh, that's a good one.
Kind of a downgrade of a movie, but still good.
I don't know why that is so funny to me. as a review of Schindler's List. It's a bit of a downer,
Very
but still
serious
good.
subject.
I walked in expecting a laugh riot. 42%.
Feel-good movie of the year.
Right.
All right,
Feel-good
Trevor,
movie of
are
the
you ready
year?
to read that RT score?
Sure. Schindler's List has a Rotten Tomatoes score of 98%. As we've seen so far this round.
That's a banger.
All right, Katie, you got something for me?
All right. So, well, in honor of where our team name came from, I'm going with The Wizard of Oz.
The Wizard of Oz.
These are some cinematic sacred cows, aren't they?
We are off to see the Wizard's Rotten Tomatoes score.
All right, are you ready to read the scores?
Answer.
You got to imagine they put certified fresh on that Wizard of Oz poster as soon as it dropped. Let's see it, Dawn.
Hang on, I accidentally wrote down a wrong number, so I'm writing over it.
All right.
All right, here we go.
Oh my
98%, double 98, Snake Eyes 196.
Wow, that's a tough one to beat. Do you think you can do it, Potato Bomb? How do you feel about your chances for the first round?
Yeah. So we can confer beforehand. I haven't seen people confer yet.
Who's going first is what we confer about.
You confer about who's going first.
Either way, man. What do you think?
I have an answer.
Well, you go first, and I'll follow up.
Okay, I'm going to say Black Panther.
Black Panther.
Panther.
Mm-hmm.
Sure to be one of the highest rated movies in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Mm-hmm. I think that's right.
But this is not
the highest movie in the cinematic universe. We will find out.
What you got?
Rotten Tomatoes, not a sponsor. Let me just throw that out there right now.
Yeah. I think they're owned
we can
by
talk smack.
a bad company, so whatever.
Yes.
Here we go.
96.
You left me with some space to make up.
Mm-hmm.
Right, you have to nail that 100.
You gotta hit
If
it
you
right
nail
on the
that
head.
hundo, you can tie.
Okay. I can think of 3 movies that have a chance at least.
Probably Morbius.
Morbius, definitely.
I'm using that later. Excuse me.
I hope lowest possible is one of the criteria coming up.
Okay, one of 2. Let's go Godfather 2.
Godfather Part 2.
Oh man. Part 2?
Gotta be 2.
Man.
I think it's higher rated than 1.
Is it?
Possibly.
I don't know. I mean,
We
I guess
should
Maybe
afterwards.
one knows
Going without.
something. You never know.
We should check that after the score is revealed.
Both of them won Best Picture at the Oscars. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I mean,
Does that mean that
Godfather
people
1 and
like
Godfather
the
2
movie?
might not be a bad duo to go with.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, are you ready?
Uh-huh.
Godfather 2, Rotten Tomatoes score
Ooh.
97, bringing it up to 193. Doesn't quite beat the Jitterbug score.
It was fun though.
Can we check
take round 1?
Can we check the
That's
Rotten
really all that
Tomatoes
matters.
score for Godfather 1?
Godfather 1?
Yeah,
I will
I'm
right now.
very
Just to
curious.
scratch that itch.
Yeah.
I mean, wait. Actually, no, because someone could use it.
I'll tell
Oh,
you
yeah,
what,
I better not.
He's
Good
gonna
point.
I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll reveal it at the end.
Okay,
There
Thank you.
let's keep it on.
Unless
someone uses
maybe
it.
somebody will need it.
Someone might use it.
We're going to go to round 2. This time your goal score is 150. 150. So again, it's not Price is Right. It's not closest without going over. It's just closest to 150.
Okay.
So movie mustache. Who wants to go first?
You go first, Maxton.
I'll go first. Are we allowed to confer about what we're aiming for?
If you want to talk out loud about what you're doing, then then
hey,
be
maybe
my
I'll try and
guest.
get a 70 and you'll get an 80. You know,
I mean, that's kind of what I'm.
that,
That's a little bit what I want to aim for here. I want to.
I'm gonna go for like around 75, 80. What I was thinking.
I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go with Us.
Us.
Oh,
Us.
okay. So I got to go lower now than I was planning on going.
I mean,
Bryce thinks he knows something about Us.
Okay. I'm gonna say.
Do we have to?
Hang on. You
don't get the score before the second. Oh wait, do you do that?
Yeah, you get the score before.
Okay.
We gotta.
Right.
Bryce, we get to
This is
see
the
what we aim
strategy.
for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
I think it's
93%. Us has a Rotten Tomatoes score of 93%. So now, Bryce, you might need to adjust a bit. You know, don't aim for the 70s, aim a little lower.
All right. Original Gangsters, the Larry Cohen movie.
All right.
I think that's yes.
Dial it
yes,
in.
Bryce. Yes, Bryce.
Jackson's
Yes,
confident.
Bryce.
That's pretty good.
That's a great answer.
Yeah.
That's a great
96,
answer.
right? 1996.
That sounds right.
96.
That sounds right.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
a good pick.
As opposed to the remake that came out in 2011.
I forgot that was a Larry Cohen movie, man. That's amazing.
It
You are
seems
pulling
like
out
it's
all
gonna.
kinds of deep cuts, Bryce. I love
Seems like
it.
it'll be what I'm shooting for.
Points question.
Yeah.
So I know everybody they were aiming for the highest combined score.
Jitterbug won that round, so they got 5 points.
That's what I was thinking. Okay.
Unless you
want to do that, or do we want to do a 5-3-1? Like first place 5 points, second
That'd
place
be cool.
3,
There's constant movement.
third place 1.
I like how you negotiate.
I'm fine with that if
Wheeling and
everybody
dealing.
likes it.
I like that. Everybody gets
Thumbs
points.
up for me.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm into it.
All right.
Constant movement.
Okay, are you ready for the big reveal?
We're ready.
Yes.
Yes.
3%, 146.
Wow.
That's very close.
Bryce, killer work.
That was
Killer work.
Teamwork.
Bryce came in with the short game. He had the putt in that round.
He
I feel
did.
like.
He really did. That was
I'm nervous.
fantastic.
All right, we're going to move on to the Jitterbugs next. Jitterbugs, your goal is to get as close to 150 as possible. Who would like to give the first movie?
Katie, can I give it?
Yeah, because I'm not sure what to use yet.
Okay.
Max Mataz.
I'm going to go ahead and say Titanic.
Titanic.
Trying to get all the way there.
Gotta assume that's at least like mid 90s.
Yeah, for
I mean,
sure.
we're talking
All right.
over 50 at least.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of movies that I'm remembering and roundabout what I think people would like.
Okay, here we go.
Titanic has a Rotten Tomato score of 87%.
Wow, that's
a little
lower
kind of
than I
surprisingly low.
expected. Yeah, agreed.
Oh, that movie was a cultural phenomenon.
It was a movie.
The schmaltz was
never
definitely
seen it.
turned on.
You got 63 points between you and 150. So that's your goal, is to find a 63 percenter.
All right. Armageddon.
Armageddon.
Now.
You guys are so good at this.
The late 90s action movies here.
I think
Could be a safe bet.
the funny thing about 63 or 64 is I think that's right where it stops being a splatter icon and turns it into a tomato. I think that's near the threshold of where that happens.
Yeah.
You got fresh around 63.
You don't want to close your eyes. You don't want to fall asleep. You know?
Two movies with great iconic songs. My Heart Will Go On and that Aerosmith one.
Are they both
Very true.
Both nominated for best
Put
original song.
them both on repeat simultaneously, in my opinion.
No, I think we've had enough of that.
There we go.
38, kind of low.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought it would
Grades
be a
were not
little
here
more.
Looking at a total of only 125.
It was a solid guess, though. I like
It
that.
was a good guess. I thought that would be a clincher.
The
All
mustache
right, we're
is
going
still in
on
the
last,
lead.
of course, to Potato Bomb.
Okay.
Do you
Who
want to
would
go?
like to go first?
Do you want to go first, and I'll try to make up whatever difference?
Okay. Now, would you want me to aim middle or aim high? What's your preference? Aim low?
I would say just throw out a movie, and we'll go from there.
Well, okay, but if you had something in mind, I want to kind of help you.
I don't have it, that thing. I don't have anything in mind.
Okay.
He's loose and
Okay.
flexible. He's
Yeah,
ready to hit anything
got
he
it.
pretty much,
picks
Okay.
up.
He's
pretty
gonna
much Black,
adjust.
Black
Okay.
Panther was it. That's all I had.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. The Beastmaster.
The Beast
Beastmaster.
Yeah,
The Don Coscarelli.
Don Coscarelli's Beastmaster.
Yeah.
that
Not to
one or
be,
two
not to be
words?
First
confused
one.
with the Page Master.
Great
Or
movie.
the Wishmaster.
Page Master. No, he
Or the
doesn't control
Wishmaster.
pages or something. I don't.
Puppet
I mean,
Master.
it doesn't turn into a cartoon?
Not Puppet Master, and it's not like
Paul Thomas Anderson's The Master.
It's not the Master. It is, in a sense.
All right, here we go.
All right. 46%
Oh, I'm sorry.
on Rotten Tomatoes.
I
Okay.
expected like a 60 or something. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
If you hit 100 on the head, you can tie us.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
got to
I'm
get the
gonna- I'm
perfect
gonna
hundo.
I
I'm
feel
gonna
like I know.
say-
I feel like I know at least one.
Toy Story 3.
Toy Story 3.
That was the movie that I thought of when I thought of hundreds. Like I feel like I remember that one getting there, and I just don't know if it ever sunk below to like 99 or anything. I think it might still be 100. I guess we'll find out momentarily. Dylan, do you have the score?
I think he's right. If you tie us, I'm gonna literally applaud you.
I remember Toy Story 3 eventually, initially getting on 100, and everyone was like, "It's the greatest movie of all time." There's a scene where the toys accept the fact that they're going to die.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Here we go.
All of this is true. Show me The Hondo.
98, no, 144.
Maxton, we're on fire.
The mustaches
We're
take
on
this round.
fire. Yeah, Bryce.
Points to movie mustache. Points to movie mustache. Yeah.
It's good.
We got another round for you. Closest to 100. Closest
Okay.
to 100.
We both need those Larry Charles movies.
Okay. You go first again, Maxton.
Now I need the Beastmaster back.
What's your plan here, Max? You going for 50? What are you trying to do here?
I don't want to go for 50 because then I feel like there's less of a margin for error. I don't know. I want to name a crappy movie that some people liked. Maybe a divisive movie. I don't know. Divisive movie.
Or, okay. How about one of us goes like for something super high? One of us goes for something super low.
Okay, yeah. I want to. Okay, I have a super low one. Could you do a super high one? I have a
okay, I'll do a super high one.
I think it might be. Mine might be 0.
Okay.
You might want to. I'm not going to influence the game beyond this, but there are future rounds where having a very low scorer might be to your benefit.
I want to save that pick.
I got a super low one too.
Okay, why don't we save that? Why don't we go for middling here? Why don't we? I'm gonna aim for like. I mean, let's just. I'm gonna get as close to 50 as I can.
Okay,
we can do. You know what? I kind of want to go with my first thought just to see what it is, and I think it is. I'm sure it's more like 30. Do it, Bruno.
A classic follow-up to Borat.
We don't talk about Bruno.
No. We don't talk about Bruno.
I'm thinking Bruno's probably like a 70.
Do you think it's no?
All right, let's see if it's in the 30s.
I think
Bruno's got to be certified fresh.
No, I think
Bruno has on the tomato meter. It's got, what does it have, Dylan?
How?
67.
Okay,
unbelievable.
Can you find a 33er? Does Bryce know about a 33?
Armageddon was a 33er, so maybe that wheelhouse.
Armageddon. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Late 90s sort of schlocky.
Yeah.
Can I suggest?
No. 8mm. Joel Schumacher.
I think you might be bang on, man. I think
isn't Joel Schumacher like your favorite filmmaker?
Oh yeah,
he's one of your guys.
Joel Schumacher is my least favorite director of all time.
A big Lost Boys guy.
I cannot stand his movies. Anytime I watch them, I have a bad reaction. I
like how Maxton used movie trailer cadence there. Joel Schumacher is my least favorite director of all time. Okay, here it is.
23, 90. That's very close. Very close.
Respectable performance from Movie Mustache. We move now to the Jitterbugs. Your goal is to hit a 100.
You got to get inside of a 90.
Bridesmaids.
I think you're pitching kind of high there. I think that was a well-reviewed.
It's like The Hangover, but for ladies.
Yeah.
I heard that before I saw the movie, and I disagree. The Hangover is so much better.
Well, there's not a diarrhea.
It got really hyped up for me. Like by the time I saw it, I was like, it's okay.
It hasn't aged super duper well. Like it.
All right, are we ready for that RT score?
Bridesmaids has on Rotten Tomatoes an 89%. Very high. So you gotta go low for this one.
I mean, if she gets a movie with more than 12 points or less than 12 points, she's good.
You can go over. I mean, it's not a punishment to go over.
Yeah,
but you can't go over 110, right? Because then
you have
if you're over. If you go past 110, you're no longer in competition. But
so a tie is
aim low.
Think of some bad movies.
But I need to get closest to 100. So
right,
11 or less.
You're 11 away.
What's an 11%?
Glitter.
Glitter. Excellent, Katie. Excellent.
Glitter.
That took me off guard. I love it.
Glitter. Who made that movie?
Well, it's because I love glitter, not the movie, but actual sparkly things.
The actual stuff.
I watched Glitter on an airplane once. I don't really remember it. How?
6. Oh, wow. Good job.
Our new front runners.
Glitter
Jitterbugs in the
does
lead.
not fail me.
Can you get within 5 points of 100? Potato Bomb. Who wants to go first?
I think we do the same strategy as last time. What do you think?
Okay. You want me to shoot and then you fill in the gaps?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go Jiggly. Geely. How you pronounce it? Jiggly.
What?
I think that's a Pokemon.
Jiggly.
Yeah, it's a Pokemon.
Yeah,
that one. That one.
That was a Wordle with Friends answer, I believe.
It was. Here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
Ow.
6.
Wow.
Oh,
That is a much maligned film.
Where
Gotta
is the
find 94
99?
points, Potato.
Where is the 94?
Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna go with Avengers Endgame.
Okay.
Avengers.
I like this. I like this.
Endgame.
I think that might do it. I'm not even sure.
I thought he was going to say a certain mafia movie.
Dang. That's crazy that no one's used that still.
Right.
All right, everybody breathe in. Everybody take a deep breath in. Pow!
Boom!
Oh, wow.
94. Total of 100.
Incredible.
The potato bombs take it.
Incredible.
Hang
You,
on.
No.
you love to see it. You love to see it. That level
Dude, you
of play,
believe in miracles.
spectacular. We got 2 more rounds. This is a fun game. I could do this all night, but we got 2 more rounds.
Brilliant.
Closest to 50.
Gotcha.
Closest to 50. We're going to begin with Team Movie Mustache. Who wants to go first?
Bryce,
You go first
I want
again,
to
Max.
I want to request that you go first because
Okay.
I feel like your pitches are unpredictable and I like that.
Switching
I
up
wanna,
the formula.
Yeah, I want to play a little differently here.
Closest to 50.
Yeah, think of some. I mean, yeah, just see what you can do. Think of some bad movies. Think of some 20s. I feel like I have an 11. If you want to aim for a 40, they were saying
Okay.
11.
If you got an 11 locked in, I
I got like a
I'll
10
aim
or
for
11.
39.
Yeah,
All
go ahead
right.
and try to throw it at 40.
I feel like I'm watching a game of darts. I love this. I'm
That's
like
great,
So
isn't it?
good.
edge of my seat right now.
It's a good,
Yeah, it's very
it's a good
exciting.
game.
Yeah.
The mechanics are brilliant.
Well, it belongs to the show now. You can use whatever you want.
Thank you. And it's got a catchy
Okay.
title too. I like Return of the Killer. So you can
All right.
see
I'm going to go with The Happening. M. Night Shyamalan.
Good.
Night
pick.
Shyamalan's
Yes.
The
Good
Happening.
pick.
Whoa!
That's one of the best line reads in history. It's like for one moment he steps outside of the movie and is also confused about the movie. Okay, here we go. Pow.
17.
Oh.
Okay, I got
Happening is a 17 on Rotten Tomatoes.
You gotta
People
get
did not like
33.
The Happening. People did. I mean, that
33.
was.
I love The Happening. I think it's a masterpiece.
I watched it a couple years ago. I thought it was okay. Let me think of a
It's a-
33 now.
It's a 5-star Bryce Jones pick.
What is?
I've seen a M. Night Shyamalan movie with Bryce Jones before. The man's films has a certain effect on Bryce that I can't really account for, but I respect.
I don't know why, but I feel like I have a. No. Yeah, I feel like I have a specific memory of this movie being a 30-something.
Okay.
Let's go with it. The Wizard of Gore.
Oh.
Wizard of Gore.
Of Gore.
Good pick.
Wizard of
Good
Gore.
pick.
Yeah, the Wizard of Gore.
Herschel Gordon Lewis, my man.
Kind of one of the relatively lesser known movies that are titled after a wizard of something.
Yeah.
Just so I know that I have this correct, right?
The
'Cause there is-
Crispin
there's a
Glover
19
one.
The Crispin Glover one. Okay.
Crispin Glover one.
2007.
Uh-huh.
I've never heard of this film.
I watched
They
it
did
on
a remake?
recommendation.
It is. There's a 1971 with Ray Sager and
Yeah.
Judy Clare and.
I didn't know they
Michael
remade
Caine.
that.
I
Oh my
watched
God.
it. It's bad, and I remember that I
Okay.
was thinking the Rotten Tomatoes score for this reflected my own enjoyment, which is about it.
Are you ready?
disappointed.
Yeah, I want
I'm
to
ready.
hear it. I think
Oh,
it's
Michael
a- Wizard
Seventy's
of-
here. Hi, Michael. Here we go.
There's
Pow!
No,
Haiti. Wow.
lying to me?
Max did way off base here.
Are you lying to me?
No, Mac, I'm not lying to you, but to be
That's it.
fair, it only has 5 reviews counted. So, I mean,
Max.
if you want to get certified on Rotten Tomatoes as a critic, you could make a huge dent in that score, Max.
Bryce, I'm so sorry. I don't know how
Get-
that happened at
Get
all.
certified
That movie
right now, and we'll
trash.
retcon the score.
I'm sorry, Bryce.
All right, let's move over to our Jitterbug team. Jitterbugs.
Sex in the City 2.
Oh,
Sex in the City 2.
Okay.
I think that's the one where they go to the desert or something.
Yep, Abu Dhabi. Actual line, actual line from the movie.
No Nermal the cat.
How do you tip in Abu Dhabi? Answer: do you have any loose rubies?
Wow.
It's an actual line from that movie.
Yeah.
It's culturally
It's the
reflective.
kind of wit that keeps bringing you back to Carrie Fisher. Not Carrie Fisher. Carrie, what's her name's blog?
All right, you ready?
Bradshaw.
Carrie
Pow.
Fisher's
5.
15. Pretty
Okay.
low.
Solid.
Good starting pick.
35
All right, so
to 50.
We got, all right. Well, what's in the 30s? Let's see. I don't know. I'm
A movie
stuck.
that it's
I don't-
not that great that I watched in the 30s was Triumph of the Will. Thumbs down.
I bet that's got 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. for
Will that
sure.
make the edit? Only Chris knows.
It's a yeah.
Timeline.
Timeline.
Never even heard of it.
Timeline.
It's one of my favorites, but it's very cheesy. It's not.
Is that
I
the
got
one
a
where
few different ones. Are you talking about a 2003 movie with Paul Walker?
Is that the Michael
Yes.
Crichton? Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
I am.
That's
Paul
solid.
Walker.
The late Paul Walker.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good people in that movie that were not super well known yet.
Here we go. Pow.
13.
All right.
38. That's pretty close. 12 off.
It's like blackjack. You could go again.
All right. We finished this round, as we have so far with all rounds, with potato bombs.
Okay.
Okay.
You've got to get within 12 of 50.
Go
Okay.
for it.
Do you want what do you want to do?
I say we go with the same thing.
All right, that's fine. So I've been watching a lot of bad movies lately on the free Roku apps.
Nice.
Here's one I want to try. It's called Shriek of the Mutilated.
Shriek of the Mutilated.
Yeah. It's a Yeti movie. Who
Oh.
mutilates or what?
Like this guy.
74, 1974? Not
Yes,
the Rotten
yeah.
Tomato score.
I thought
sorry.
you were saying it got a
It's
74. I was getting ready to freak out.
Freak of the Mutilated. I thought it was going to be like some new straight to streaming thing. I was just surprised. That's all. Okay, here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
Pow!
24.
Wow.
I mean, that's halfway to 50. That's
Yeah.
that's a
Yeah.
Can you
that's
think
a
of a
fine
26?
drive.
I'm gonna keep with the Yeti theme and go Smallfoot.
Wow.
There are so many
No.
great Yeti movies.
That's gonna be like a 90.
I think he might have nailed it.
It's like my background is inspiring them. I love it.
You're right. You're right.
Are there any movies about red Yetis though?
Oh, good question.
yet.
After he mutilates, he's splashed red. So.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that what that movie Turning Red is about? Red Yeti? No, I'm kidding.
Essentially.
Okay, here we go. Pow!
Ooh,
Oh, nice.
very far off.
We
Wow.
did
76
wait.
bringing you up to a perfect 100.
100.
Bryce, good job.
It's our magic number.
Hell yeah.
This is the final round. I hope you've been saving your ultimate stinkers for it because low as possible.
Yes.
Low as possible. Now, the order
How
doesn't
low
matter
can
as
you
much
go?
in this round, obviously, but I'd still like to know between our movie mustache players who would like to go first.
Bryce,
I
you seem
know
like-
I know a movie that is a guaranteed 0 because it's
I have,
long
a guar-
flabber.
I have a guaranteed 0 as well.
Yeah.
I hope it's not. There's actually no way it's the same one.
Yeah.
You do yours.
This one's long flabbergasted me. It should be 100%. Abel Ferrara's The Blackout.
Whoa.
Blackout.
That's a confirmed 0.
That's a confirmed
find out.
0.
Bryce, do you know which year of the blackout that is or who's in it?
I think it's 97. Matthew Modine,
97. Yeah, there
my
it is.
man.
I found it. Okay.
The Blackout.
Pow!
0.
Good job,
Goose egg.
Bryce. Good
Wow.
job, Bryce. Okay.
Let's
All
see
right,
if Max
you-
can keep that score below 1.
Can he keep that tempo?
I can. Are you ready?
Yep.
I'm
I'm
ready.
ready.
I've watched this film. I watched this film while my brother was in the ER one time when I was 8 years old. Super
Good background.
Babies, Baby Geniuses 2.
Super Babies, Baby Geniuses
Mhm.
2.
Baby
Sounds like
Geniuses.
a compelling narrative.
And you're following along with the sequel and the, season 2.
That's right.
I love it. Sticking to the thing.
I actually saw the original in theaters. Can you believe that?
Really? You're lying to me.
The first one.
I mean, that's the lesser known one.
I was a child. Here we go. Let's go. Pow!
Oh, double zeros.
Yes.
I mean, follow if you can, Jitterbugs. The best you can do is tie. What do you got for me?
Let's do Blades of Glory.
Blades of Glory. We skipped one song only.
Also,
how?
70.
You're still
Quite
playing
high.
for second place, so if you can get me something low, you could still be in this thing.
All right, so one that I
Critics were here
remember
for Blades of Glory.
that I remember watching as a kid and was surprised it was a 0 while I was researching is Mac and Me.
Mac and Me.
Mac and Me.
Oh, Paul Rudd.
he is in that.
He takes
No,
it,
he's
every time
always
he goes
showing
on
it
Conan, he like brings
when he goes
it.
to Conan.
Yeah, I know.
Here we go. Are you ready? No, I know. You know that. I want the record to show Chris knows about the Paul Rudd Mac and Me clip being shown at Conan. Here we
I know
go.
Paul Rudd is not actually in Mac and Me.
Yeah. Just for clarification. Here we go.
Mac and Me is a Rotten Tomato score of 7.
Oh, it's a 7.
Wow.
77.
Times 7.
Okay.
I wonder.
I forgot to write it down for a total score of 77.
I wonder if I was looking at
Audience
combined like critic and audience.
Maybe.
Uh,
Or maybe since you looked, some critics have gone back and reassessed it. Thought, you know what? There was something here.
Time for the Mac and Me reappraisal.
so how you feeling?
Boys, show me some zeros.
I have one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go one of the classic bad films of all time, Ishtar.
Okay.
Ishtar. One of the classic bad films. of all
Great
time.
movie. Great movie.
I've always
I
meant
actually
to
watched
watch
it
that
recently. I think the opening of that movie is kind of funny. Pow!
38.
Wow.
Okay.
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 Gentlemen's
Worth a
38.
watch, right?
movie. Yeah.
Worth an afternoon.
I wish I'd gone with my original thought.
Well, you'll have to tell me what it is in a second. I want to go with Gotti.
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 Yeah.
Yep. With
Gotta go with Gotti.
Johnson Volta, oh my God.
Oh my God! I'm
Oh
totally
my
against
Gotti.
you
Oh
right
my
now.
Gotti.
I'm gonna whack somebody.
For 2 seconds, I thought you were talking about a movie called Gaudy.
Gotti.
Imagine-
I mean, Gotti is probably
John
pretty
Gotti.
gaudy.
in
Imagine a Franciscan monk in like a red robe, and he comes up to you and he puts his hands on your arms and he goes, "Go with Gotti." Okay, here we go.
I got it. Okay, I'm visualizing.
0.
There
that
it
was a big
is.
0. That was a big 0.
That's
There's
low,
your-
but not
there's your
low
second
enough
placer.
to beat Team Mustache.
People do not
Right on the head with their.
I
with
needed
their zero
negative
point.
numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
Yeah,
other
includes-
the one I wish I'd gone. We still would have gotten second place. Was Bring It On, In It to Win It.
Oh, there's a sequel. Okay.
Was that a straight to DVD?
That was a straight to
movie,
video. Yeah.
Yeah.
In it to win it. That reminds me of our contestants here today who are all playing fiercely. Thank you so much for watching the first version of this game. Be sure to click the like button, to click the subscribe button, and to punch that bell icon. We'll be right back. I'm Dylan Flynn.
I'm Trevor Ickrath.